brothers and sisters, my generals, welcome to another edition of EBX Discussion. It's been a few days, we always got to go in those meditative moments in our lives, sometimes long, sometimes short, until we get ourselves, well, not get ourselves, but, just to maintain our balance that a lot of us have put in a lot of work and invested a lot of time into oneself, and I honor thy ancestors, those who fought hard and who gave through tooth and nail to get many of us in the place, in the state that we are in. So always will be thankful for that. And those that's been riding along, as I always say, we are leaders and teachers. We are not followers. So remember that. We're going to work on that narrative, and stay strong. And as well as my family, my children, as I say, I honor the righteous brothers and sisters, ancestors, but their body laid to rest, but their righteous spirit live on. And I'm so thankful for that. And just thank that great divine for more when we wake up before our feet touch the floor every day. Got this little thing I like to say, this new thing, because I always call down that great protection from our great divine, of course. But it's something new I do now. Like before I go to sleep now, I tell that great divine to keep me safe and protect me in my dreams, and protect me when I go to sleep and when I wake. That's the new thing I say now, because it gets, when you, as I'll get into self-awareness, and, might as well get to the title, high level of self-awareness, high levels. It could be high level or high levels of self-awareness is the best education. And those that have been through the layers and have fought to get to where they are or where we are, and that's brother or sister that's in our families, young or old, know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's the best education one can have. But all education can be used. But we got to always, what do we always say, brothers and sisters? It's always and forever going to start with one self. I don't care how many degrees we have, how much education I'm talking about as far as school and college and all that. It's nothing wrong with having those things, but remember, all experiences of life come up under that umbrella of that great divine. So it all plays a part, spiritually, educational, physical education, science, all of it matters, but it always gonna come down to what? How an individual is, how our mindset is. So again, high level or high levels of self-awareness is the best education, because when you are truly, and that's why I put high level on there, because we up in another level now. We in a new age. So it's not just being aware. No, we got to have high levels of self-awareness in this spiritual battle that some realize we're in, and some are in denial, and some not even paying attention. But I'm telling you, you better pay attention. That's why we take those meditative moments in our lives, brother or sister, in our family, children. Anybody can have high levels of self-awareness. It always comes back to how much we pay attention to our mind, body, and soul, see, hear, and feel, and that good old psyche, because the psyche is the center of it all. You control your psyche, nothing can fuck with us. Real talk. Study your psyche. I always say, look up things about it. Stress, anxiety, all those things. Anything that lead toward a righteous goal, and keep that momentum going and make a brother or sister strong. Anything that'll make us strong righteously in a positive way, that's what we study. Any area of our lives, I don't care what it is, physically, mentally, and we all say the good old spiritual, because when you got those three things in alignment and you're watching what you're channeling into our psyche, man, I'm telling you, brother and sister is unstoppable, unbreakable, but got to stay on it, because these things don't come easy. All of us are individuals. Everybody's path is different. Some get to a level of self-awareness quicker than others. Some soon, some later. It's a reason for that. That's how the great divine works. That's how Mother Nature works. Always got to throw in there. Father, time. That's how it works. It just depends on the individual, because the great divine puts experiences in our lives sometimes for us to be patient, because we have to learn that art of patience, the art of silence, the art of humbleness, when to be humble, when you're knowing that you're humble, and when, maybe not be a little humble. You just, with high level of self-awareness, you learn all these things when you're true to oneself and not playing, not mixed up in toxic things that keep us from being self-aware or having high levels of self-aware, because one has put the great divine has put a lot of great things in one, as it has in my family, my children, brothers and sisters I've met along the way. Have put some great things in one that's in a lot of us and has been in us. But that's why we always hear we have to go deep within so we can pull those things inside of us that we have been harboring. I'm talking about righteous things, good things that can impact maybe ourselves or our circle or the world. So when we go deeper into thyself, we pull those things out, whatever it is. Remember, any gift that's righteous is an impact. When you're righteous, you're on the right path all day, every day. We're gonna fumble along the way, gonna make mistakes sometimes, because we in this human body. And that's the whole reason why we study mind, body, and soul, because we in this human body. And we all know, I talked about that flesh. I'll tell you time and time again, the flesh is not shit. So we already know what the flesh can do when you give into it, especially if it's a wrong impulse, because again, the flesh can be greedy. The flesh can be naive. The flesh can be lustful. We already know that. And lust can tag to many things, can connect. You can lust after attention. You can lust after money. You can lust after, women if you're a brother, vice versa for the sisters. So it's a reason, and it's a must that a brother and sister should study different areas, and not just our lives, but especially our body, mind, body, and soul. Keep it balanced. So, because I always say, and I've said this many times, one wrong choice, brother or sister, fuck up your whole life. And you say, why you say that and how you know that? Experiences, brothers and sisters, observation. Just take a look around, social media, the world, person, place, or thing, and look how social media has grabbed a hold of some individuals and not throwing me off, but throwing those that's not paying attention, throwing them off and getting them away from the real reason why a lot of us started this revolution in the first place. And we hear time and time again, the revolution is not televised. As I heard a great brother say, it's not my saying, it's another brother that said this. Man, great brother. Revolution starts in the mind. You win that war in your mind, man, there's nothing on the outside that can fuck with us. I'm telling you, high levels of self-awareness is the best education in the world, because manipulators of the world can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. I love it. I love it, because you can see manipulators from afar. Great divine will give us that power, but we have to be in that space to receive it and see it, not think it's weird. No, there is a divine power out there. But if you blind and you just looking for the wrong for individuals, and all you do is being nosy and looking what everybody else is doing, and you're caught up in this and you're caught up in that, and you're going and going and going, you're not meditating. This could be anybody, brother or sister, and you just not taking time to notice the beauty of life, and you're not connecting with loved ones, and that's something I got to work on, But I text my mom up the other day, but that stuff is always in my spirit. But I'm talking about those who are not. I at least keep it in my spirit, and I take those moments to myself, but I do have those moments where I do connect with my family. But, I always say, keep a family spirit. But I'm talking about those who just don't care and just running, and everybody's and gossiping and always in everybody's business and wonder who's doing this and who's doing that, and they living for attention. Woo! That's a train wreck waiting to happen. And that's not being self-aware. And individuals that are blind like that, not paying attention and just willy-nilly free falling, walking through life with no self-awareness, brother or sister, again, they will be easily manipulated. So that's, like I say, that's the reason why we study and become and have a high level of self-awareness. And it does. You will see stay on this road, whether wisdom or age, you will see that it is the best education overall, with a lot of other things that come along with education. Like I say, we're all individuals. There's nothing wrong with having a college degree or any kind of degree, or because it's great. All things can be are a part of that great divine anyway. Created everything. Everything happens in that great God order. It's beautiful. The real God, not that false shit. And we stay in tune, and we do have that high level of self-awareness. We'll know who the true God is. We'll see, because we'll see that force move in our lives, and not just in our lives. We'll see it move in others, because that great divine will put that compass in us, and we'll see great things amongst the toxicity and all this crazy crap out here in this media. That's why I say observation can be our best friend. That's the best thing one can have in our arsenal. It's observation, being able to not go with the flock and pay attention to the things that are important. But make sure, it is important, at least in my opinion, that we do have to have those meditation times. My nose is itching. Those meditation times. And, because those are the pivotal points in our lives. Those moments where we, deal with challenges and make the right choices in those quiet, pivotal times. And then, come back and learn. We learn how to come at every situation in a different way. Like I always, like I've said, whether dynamic, complex. This is why it's vital to study high levels of self-awareness, or become highly self-aware. So like I say, manipulators can't touch a brother or sister that has high level or levels of self-awareness, because it truly is. It's an eye-opener. You can breathe, and it is always and forever the best education in the world. And it's sad when you see others, just an example of, things in the world, person, place, or thing. It's just, you just sit back and you see people who try to manipulate. It's ridiculous, especially those who are up in age and know better, healthy, nothing wrong with you. I'm telling you, you're just gonna make yourself miserable. If you live in a manipulative life and you live in to manipulate others, or you have manipulated and you have come across karma and you still haven't learned, I feel sorry for people like that. People who are manipulators, I'm telling you, can't touch a highly self-aware brother or sister, because we are your mirror. Those who are evil, person, place, or things. Now, brothers and sisters, family, children, they have a high level of self-awareness. We are your mirror. So it's no angle. You're going, once a brother or sister are truly true to themselves, to the pit of their soul, there's nothing no manipulator, no devil, no evil person, place, or thing can do, no matter what angle they try to come at. And why is that, brothers and sisters? Because we have become one with that great divine. Once we have become one with that great divine, and we know what Mother Nature is, and we appreciate Father Time, no manipulator in the world can fuck with us, But you have to be in that space, as I said, I talked about a while ago. If you ain't just willy-nilly, free-falling, walking through life with no purpose, man, if you're like that, you will be manipulated and tricked, and you will find yourself in chaos and misery and toxic things. Like I say, you have to make quiet times, take quiet time. So keep ourselves stable and stay on board, stay on course, and be the generals that a lot of us are out here. Like I say, it's unfortunate we have grown adolescents that still don't get it. That's a shame, and not beating down on no one that's like that, because hey, I haven't always been aware, been self-aware. I went through that storm and that process just like everybody else, and I'm not better than nobody else. But I always like to say, if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I used to be the most shyest brother in the world. Look at me now, but one has learned to move strategically and observe, and nothing against nobody else. It's just my own thing. I don't do trends. I follow. I don't like that word follow, but there's only one being I follow in this life, and that's that great divine, and appreciate Mother Nature and Father Time. Those three forces, is something I just wrap myself in. And because those forces show, I see the beauty, helps me to see the beauty in life and be thankful every day we wake up. That's how we need to be. Stop this petty shit. I just made a little small clip called Stop and Smell the Roses a couple of days ago. I've done some, you want to check them out. I got some more of those on my channel. And I talked about how pettiness is poison, especially if you're up in age and you supposedly know better. It's a shame to see grown adults be petty, but hey, there's no exceptions to that karma rule. Everybody experiences karma. And I said it before and I'll say it again. Don't matter what we believe, know, hear about karma. Doesn't matter. It all depends on how we live our life. That's how we'll learn about karma, brothers and sisters. But you don't worry about those kind of things, and you're not in a perpetual state of chaos when you have what, brothers and sisters? High levels of self-awareness. You can breathe when you have high levels of self-awareness. And I'm talking about righteous. Ain't talking about no evil shit. We see what happens. Most of us, we see what happened and has happened to people who just downright rotten. So if you haven't learned from people who have been rotten and you are a rotten person, that karma's waiting on you. There's no getting around that. The more evil, the more manipulation that those that do that do, you just building up more and more karmic debt. A lot of us that do have high levels of self-awareness, a lot of us have done things too. That's why we have a high level of self-awareness now. So those that don't learn, feel sorry for you, because those that have a high level of self-awareness and are true, man, to the pit of the soul and striving for great things, all I can say is watch us shine. So that's my thought. And again, study things to maintain our sanity, our mind, body, and soul, brothers and sisters. See, hear, and feel. Pay attention to that psyche. And I'm telling you, nothing in this world will be able to fuck with us. Real talk. So analyze things, break things down. Don't be quick to jump off impulses. Remember, pettiness is poison. Stay in that righteous, strong, firm space. And again, self-awareness is always and forever the best education. And it'll benefit you in the present. Man, it's the righteous thing to do in the present, because it'll what? Benefit us in the future. So that's my thought. So keep that self-awareness sharp, stay on point. You got to I always say, study things and look up things and, whatever it takes to maintain our peace that we have, because we got to do things to maintain it. I always got to put emphasis on that. The journey can be wonderful, but we also got to study to maintain, because there's things coming at all angles sometimes, just depends on who we are. If we strong in our peace, we don't worry about things like that. Matter of fact, worry won't even be in our vocabulary. Stress, none of that shit, because we have high levels of self-awareness. Those that do have it. Be thankful. Thank that great divine that it put that self-aware spirit in you, because it truly is the best education. So I honor my family. Salute and thank those that came in to another edition of EBX Discussion. Current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view. Salute that took the time out of your day, because as I always say, if you are breathing, we are back to conquer another day, another year, another decade. And as I said, I honor my family. Salute. I honor your family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. Salute.